Good morning. It is 58 degrees or so. 5 a.m., actually 5:05 to be exact, in Addison. About to start my morning run. Felt horrific yesterday, did not go running, so we're back to day one of a streak. But, I feel like saying this. Burnt my coffee today, so I didn't even get to do any type of review, which I don't do anyways, but I was gonna talk about this new coffee I was trying. It literally said that the taste profile was Teddy Grahams, red cherry, and I think something else, but we had me at Teddy Grahams. But anyways, I'll check in on the run. Well, despite a lack of sleep, because Axel was up so early, feel pretty good out and about, all things considered. So, one of the things I haven't talked about in a long time is the components of health. And of course, if you ever listen to my older stuff, rule number one, don't get hurt. And when I say rule number one, don't get hurt, rule number two, nutrition and exercise, which I said you could put them in either slot 2 and 3. Now I think nutrition is definitely 2 and exercise would be 3. Rule number 4, sleep, which goes in the same category as rest and recovery. And rule number 5, body's ability to adapt, which falls right into the category of chiropractic. But that would be too obvious for me to say. But keep in mind, when I say something like rule number 1, don't get hurt, it's actual unintentional devastating injuries which set us back and end up putting somebody in a category of them not being able to recover or get baseline or well or stable. Just keep in mind, I'm not telling you not to go skydiving. I'm not telling you not to go bungee jumping. I'm not telling you not to drive race cars. But I am saying, understand the risk of just about anything that you do that puts your body in some kind of a non-optimal compromised position. Even if it's as simple as moving to a new apartment or a new home and unpacking boxes and lifting when you're fatigued. All these things we have to take into consideration at the risk we put ourselves into getting hurt and what that means for our future. I don't know, I hope that makes sense. All right, 26 minutes, and I'm actually listening to the Peak Performance podcast with Dr. Al Dennenberg. He is a periodontist that at 60 some odd years old discovered the paleo diet to take care of a lot of his chronic disease. And at 60 something years old, he discovered the paleo diet to completely change his health after having a stroke. But then when he was about in his upper 60s or even 70 years old, he developed some right shoulder pain that turned out to be some pretty bad shit, some pretty bad cancerous shit. So after getting that diagnosis, and they gave him 3 to 6 months to live, he said no to chemo and came up with his own protocols. And let's just say it's been a roller coaster ever since, but the guy's lived years and years and years after being given 3 months to live, 3 to 6 months. So incredible story. I've heard his story before on the Fundamental Health podcast, but this one's on the Peak Performance podcast. Al Dannenberg, I hope I'm saying that right. Well, I'm gonna go inside and listen to the rest. Have a good morning.